Alrighty, so I switched out the greenery from the eucalyptus because I found these instead that are going to work a lot better on this. And I'm just going in and placing them and these are pretty long stems, so I am cutting them, leaving them the long stems right now. For those of you that have subscribed to my channel, thank you, thank you. If you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button on the side there or down below, and you will get notified as I upload new videos. That is a huge goal for me in 2025, among many. Is to do a lot more tutorials on all aspects, not just florals. But it's my passion, and that's really what I truly love to do. So that's what I seem to be going to. I've got different variations of lilies. I may use all three, or I may just use just the white ones. And again, this is the sign that's going to be going on it on that side. It's a custom sign created by me. So, and if you haven't checked out my website, make sure you do. It's www.darlaswreathsandteas.com. 4 of those left. So we'll go ahead and add in the white lilies. It's just kind of the rule of thumb is, you know, kind of how you do it on the top is kind of how you want to do it towards the bottom. I did leave a couple pieces longer at the bottom there. Now this one in that bunch has a little bit of greenery with it, which is totally okay. I'm waiting on my other equipment to set up on the other side so I can do tutorials on sublimating and heat transfer vinyl, and because it's taken me a little bit to get everything situated on this side. I don't want to have to take everything down, so I do have some new equipment coming to make that process a little easier, because I have two separate rooms. So I've got some yellow ones, trying to kind of incorporate some of the colors that are in the sign that I'm going to be using. The lilies, I'm pretty sure I probably got those at Michael's, probably either last year or the year before. Some darker orange ones. And it's just kind of taking the flowers and putting them pretty much wherever you think it would. wherever you think it would look good. So when you get your stems, they're usually on, you know, they're on a big, like this. So I cut as close to the base as I can. And then if you do have the greenery on it, I usually pull it all the way up. Now, I don't need that big a long stem, so I will cut it down to about there. And then I have a glue pot that I use. That's what I use for my florals. I do have a regular one too, but I use my glue pot. And all it is it's just a 4-inch little skillet. I got it off Amazon. Just making it nice and full. Little pop of color in there with the other color lilies. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. I do get notified, and I try and respond fairly quickly. And it's no bother whatsoever. I do not mind. That one's got kind of the greenery coming out of it. And this area right in here is where my bow's gonna go. So that's why I didn't put really a whole lot of material there, because otherwise it's going to be hard to get your bow on there if you have a lot of material in there. All right, so now I've got these little sprays of greenery that I'm just going to stick in various spots just to give it just that little bit of color. Little bit of difference. I just thought I would So I'm just pulling that forward to get to the grapevine, stick that in. And I got one more. So for the bow, I have a plain burlap ribbon with a little bit of gold on the trim, and I use the Easy Bow Maker. It's easier on my hands. So I go down and I twist. And then I have a really pretty gold and silver metallic cross ribbon. That I'm going to be using on this as well. And I kind of want it to be nice and full. So right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops, and they're all right at 5 inches. And I did cut an extra piece for the tails. So now that is 6. So I will stop with that one. This is just going to accentuate it being an Easter wreath, plus with the cross design. And this ribbon, believe it or not, I got it at Hobby Lobby at the clearance of the Christmas ribbon. So whenever you go into stores, keep in mind what they have on clearance for the holiday. Like Christmas, they had all that clearance stuff out, and they clearanced it all down. But this ribbon can be used for Easter. It can be used for if you make First Communion. It can be used for a wedding. You know, I mean, there's different variations. It isn't just for Christmas. And I thought it would be perfect for Easter because it's got gold and silver crosses on it. I mean, there's nothing that says Christmas on it. It's just gold and silver crosses. And I got it 90% off of $9.99. You can't beat it. So watch your local stores when they clearance out their holiday stuff, and stop and think, what else could I use it for? They had so much red ribbon, red deco mesh. You know, it's like, it isn't just for Christmas. I mean, you can use the red for Valentine's Day. You can use the red for 4th of July, but you're getting it 90% off. So keep that in mind when you go to the stores and look at their clearance after the holiday. And just stop and think what other colors, what the other holidays that could be used for. And you're getting a heck of a deal. I stocked up on a lot of their red ribbon, their the burlap ribbon, and this ribbon. But I mean, look, you can't beat it. So folks, pay attention. Okay, on this one here, I am going to pull it up, and I am going to zip tie it. But before I cinch that zip tie, I will put a I will put a pipe cleaner through that. So when you have it, if you zip tie, this one is a pretty good sized bow. That's why I'm zip tying it. But you want to put that pipe cleaner through. So, as I always do, I forgot to add the tails. So I had to cut that zip tie off. So all I'm doing is I'm just gathering in the back here with my tails, which was the extra piece that I cut off. And now I'll reattach my now I'll put this pipe cleaner through. And then I'm going to cinch this zip tie extremely tight because I don't want anything to come loose. And then I will cut the excess off. All my tails, I'm going to take, fold it in, and where the fold is right here, I'm just going to go straight up, and that gives you your dovetail. And I will do that to all of the ribbons. Alrighty, so I've got the bow attached, and I simply took the pipe cleaner and put it around the grapevine, tied it off. I do have to cut the back of it off yet, but I did tie it off and fluffed it out. And now we're gonna put the sign on. Okay, sometimes I struggle getting the sign in through the grapevine. It takes a little bit, especially with the pipe cleaners. You sometimes just got to push and keep poking. And I had to take it down to do it. So finally I got that in. I am going to add, now that everything is up there and on, I'm going to add another lily right there on the top, right out towards the end here. And that's the other thing too. Once you get everything in place, take a step back, look at it, and see if you need to add any more pieces anywhere at all. And y'all, that turned out absolutely beautiful. So don't be afraid to try it. You know, Hobby Lobby has things on sale right now. Joann's does, Dollar Tree, Michael's. They all have their florals, especially the Easter stuff and that, on sale. And that, so grab you a Grapevine, grab some florals. You can always reference my video to give you some ideas, some tips while you're doing yours, especially if you're a first time. But definitely do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. That way you'll get notified when I upload new videos. I have some supplies coming today. It took a little bit longer getting in, but they're for Valentine's Day, so I am anxious to do that this afternoon. They're using I'm putting florals and that inside of the boho balloons. So I will do every effort I can to do a tutorial on that. But yeah, if you're interested in custom signs, make sure you send me a message. I can do them in the squares. I can do them in the round. I can do, for small ones too, I can do, I believe I've got 6-inch, 8-inch, 10 and 12-inch blanks. I do have some of these, and I do have some rectangle ones too. I'm working on a design for one of those. They're just a little bit trickier because of being a rectangle instead of a square or round. But I do have more supplies coming on Saturday for blanks. But I do a lot of creating of my own signs. I started doing that about a year ago. So, and I do custom signs. So if there's a design you're looking for, by all means, send me a message. I would love to get with you, discuss it, and create your custom design for your wreath. So, but like I said, if you have any questions at all, feel free to leave me a comment. And I look forward to showing you more tutorials. Have a great and wonderful rest of your day.